I don't like bananas, but I like banana bread. Hello, all my kings and queens, and all of us who dare to dream. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please think about sticking around, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Really, it just takes a moment. Think of us as small businesses. All your little people here on YouTube are small businesses, and the easiest way to support us is just clicking that like button. So go ahead, go do that now, and then hit the little subscribe button. And if you're feeling really froggy, leave a comment and share. Simple, simple, simple. Everybody else, thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I hope you guys like the new introductions that I am doing. It's something new that I'm trying. 2021, new year, might as well try something new, right? I'm also gonna point out that I'm wearing the same exact thing in another video. I filmed these back to back, so if you see that, yeah, I'm in my pajamas, so whatever. Anyway, please don't forget that I am doing 2 giveaways once I get to 100 subs. I will have 1 tarot card deck to give away, and I'm going to do 1 reading. So I'll have 2 lucky people that will get these prizes. That's going to go every 100 until we get to 1,000. So there are 20 people who can win a prize. So yeah, it's so easy. Just subscribe, like, and comment. So easy. So I'm hoping this video won't get taken down. Just kind of why I'm bantering a little bit, because I don't know how to say this without some of the words on YouTube that are being censored. We'll just go for it and let's see what happens. So I hope this video stays up longer than 20 minutes. So we have had a hell of a 2021 already. It's been weird, and I had a prediction video for what I thought was coming up in 2020. If you have not watched that yet, take a look in the description or it will be linked. 2 predictions that I made are coming true a lot faster than what I was expecting. The first one is civil war within the country. I honestly thought this was going to take place later. I thought it was going to take place like in the springtime, but things are happening at a rate that I was not expecting. Mostly because I just was really hoping that this would not happen. It's happening, and what nothing is true. What you saw with your own eyes is correct, but the narrative is not. And this is where the problem lies. You already have a huge divide in this country. It's been building up for 4 years. Actually, it's been building up for quite a long time. But the last 4 years have been surprisingly disturbing. And not all of it is to blame on one person. One person cannot be blamed for all of these things. It takes a village. It takes an entity. It takes people. And if you know anything about the basics of politics, which most people don't have an education over the 3rd grade. And what I mean that is the average American person does not have an understanding of reading and writing past the 3rd grade. And those are statistics out there. You can go find them yourself. When I was in high school, it was 5th grade. I've been out of high school for a little while, and now it's 3rd. So think about that. We don't have our own understanding of how the government works. So when people blame everything on one person, it's not correct, because we have Congress, we have the Senate, we have the House. There's a checks and balancing system, and I urge everybody to just go brush up on that. because it's going to be really important in the next few days, in the next coming week, of reality and actually having the understanding of what is going on. I'm not telling you to go and memorize the amendments or anything like that, just simple basics. And if you need to brush up, that's okay. It's okay. But we should know how the system works, and many people don't. And that's just a sad thing. We're kept ignorant. Uh, and that's something that's been happening for a very long time, which leads into the spiritual warfare that I've been talking about, and that was a prediction. 100% that's what's going on. You may see this as politics. This is just a small part of the good and evil in this world that are conspiring against one another. This is not about politics. This is about good and evil. And people have been way too focused on what's in front of them to see what's behind them and what they're stepping on. They don't know. People have been fighting their own battles. And every battle that you fight is valid. It's real. But we've been fighting our own battles for so long that we forgot what it's like to have a community. There's no reason in the world why people should be homeless when there are many places vacant. And this is just part of the evil that is in the world, that people rather let the population be homeless than move them into some of these buildings. They're just vacant and doing nothing. Nothing at all. And food that goes to waste because of different types of lawsuits and things that aren't going into the mouths of the people who are hungry. Pay is not enough. People are scared. They're depressed. It's a lot. It's a lot, and this is all part of it. This is part of beating people down. This is part of sucking the life out of us, and 2020 was the worst. And what happened was we were kept away from our loved ones. There were literally people who died because they didn't see their loved ones. And I'm talking like nursing homes or older people who, let me just tell you, I'm so relieved that my mother passed in 2019. Because I don't know what I would have done if I couldn't get to her, if I couldn't be with her. So unfortunately, she had to be in a nursing home the last part of her life. I took care of her up until that wasn't possible anymore. I don't think I would have made it. So everybody else who has gone through that, I am so sorry. These hurts, these things that have happened have cut us so deep. We don't have human interaction anymore. We don't have the hugs. We don't have the love. And I'm not saying that the steps taken were wrong. I don't know. I feel like COVID should have never been used as a political tool, and that's what happened. And I knew as soon as the sickness started coming here that it was going to be used as a pawn. You cannot use people's lives as a pawn. But that's been happening for so long. Wars, pitting people up against one another. This has been building for so long. And we're in the age of Aquarius now, which means awakening. And it may not be pretty. Take a look around at everything going on. This isn't just a result of 4 years. This isn't just a result of the last few days. This has been building for a very long time. And whatever you believe, if you want to call it God, if you want to call it grandfather, if you want to call it the goddess, whatever, there is something out there. And I believe that. I respect everybody's beliefs. Even people who don't have a belief of anything bigger are starting to see that this is good and bad. This is bad humans versus good humans, and that's true. But it's also the good and the bad on the spiritual side. And this is what we need to be concerned with, because A, people are willing to die for their beliefs. Beliefs are dangerous. People are ready to kill for those. They've done it for many, many years. That needs to stop. We get nowhere with wars. We get nowhere with killing. Nowhere. We are not better off than we were before. All of these situations, none of us are better off. We're actually worse off as a human race. We have swords dangling above us, and I know I'm reading some of these cards literally, but that's what's happening. This is what's happening. This is everything is about ready to fall on us. And some people can't take it. Some people have to lie down for this and let things happen. And that may be the healthiest thing. Other people want to twirl it all around. But remember, what you're seeing here is Pentacles, and that is the almighty dollar. Everything comes down to the almighty dollar. And if you don't think that for a moment, you're wrong. And I hate telling you this, but this whole situation, follow the money. There's some very evil people on both sides of the political spectrum that are in control, doing things behind the scenes. Very evil people. But they let other people do their dirty work, which is why their hands are clean. When I see this, and I hate the song, but the first thing I think of is Onward Christian Soldier. There was children's wars, all that crap that happened, and this is what I feel when I see this. I don't see the beautiful sun. I don't see the sunflowers and this child. I'm seeing the Christian flag. This is not talking about the regular run-of-the-mill Christian. This is the extremist that I'm talking about. The evangelistic people. The people who feel like they're the mouthpiece for a political tool. The thing is, religion and politics should have nothing to do with one another. But all of these holy rollers, all of these people who, like the people on TV who pretend to speak in tongues, and the people who have that, disgusting crystal church, and people who are so self-absorbed, those type of extremists are making this a very dangerous situation right now, because they're making it about heaven and hell, And while I'm saying it's a spiritual warfare, I'm not saying that it's heaven and hell. I'm saying it is our individual spiritual warfare. And we all will have this inner dilemma this year. And people are going to have a mirror shoved in their face. And they're going to have to see who they are as a person. This is what Aquarius is about. It's not hippy dippy fun, free love that was. No, this is tough. This is hard. This is going to be hard. It's going to be peeling away the layers of the onion. And at the end of the day, you have to look in the mirror. You have to be strong in whatever your faith is. And if you don't have faith, you need to be strong in that too. And I don't necessarily mean it has to be a god or a devil, like I said earlier. It can be good versus bad. Whatever your faith is in, whatever your core is, it's going to be challenged like nothing you've seen this year. What will you do? Will you refuse the gifts that the universe is giving you? Will you refuse the knowledge that is in your face? Or will you cross your arms and stay silent? The time to hesitate is through. It's time to move. It's time to be strong. I would take this card quite literally. And you can draw your own conclusions to that, but you need to be prepared. And whatever that means to you. There's nothing wrong with peaceful protesting. But right now is not the time. Right now is a time for you to really, really focus on what's important in your life. Keep an eye out on what's going on around you. Just be smart. Don't go to any of these protests. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care. Politics is evil. It's disgusting. Look what it's reduced us to. Don't go. It's not worth it. But what's really telling you the truth is a voice that we've worked so hard to silence for so long. And that's the voice within us. Alright guys, well that's gonna be my video for today because I can't get into much more here. So, remember, every single day is a gift. Use your time wisely. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.